Welcome to today's video. This is going to be my 37-week pregnancy update. I am currently exactly 37 weeks pregnant with our twins. We are expecting a boy and a girl, and I'm 47 years old. I just want to give you an update of what has been happening. If the sun is just a little weird today. I'm sitting in front of the window and the sun just comes and goes. So if the lighting changes, it's because of that. Not a lot has happened. I did have a midwife appointment this past week. I'm gonna tell you all about it. As far as how I feel, nothing has really changed, except I feel that every day it gets even harder to move around, and especially, you know, getting up and turning around in bed. It just gets really hard, and just easy things that used to be so easy, like just walking around in the house and just putting in a load of laundry and just standing up on my feet. It just gets so hard, and it's kind of crazy just standing sometimes, or just walking up the stairs. Oh my goodness, you know. And I have to admit, I have not worked out probably for the past week, because I felt like doing the things I do in the house have been quite a workout for me. Going up and down the stairs and doing housework and cleaning bathroom. It felt like such a workout to me. So I just listen to my body, and I go for walks. And that, to me, that feels like it's appropriate right now at this stage to just do whatever I can and to not try to exert myself. I still try to stretch sometimes because I think that is important, so I stay a little bit limber, moving and just kind of using my muscles a little bit in some way. All the babies right now. Okay, let me talk about movements, what they're doing in my belly. It's just getting a lot now. They're really pushing outward to where there's sometimes my whole belly shifts for a minute or so. And then baby A, which is a little bit more in the front than baby B, would just kind of stick out. He will stick out his butt, or, you know, his back, and just kind of bulge outward. And it's the funniest thing. I mean, I can feel it. And then sometimes I will feel a foot or an elbow coming out for not just like a kick or something, but just going in a position and staying there to where, you know, everything just shifts. And I still have not been successful in actually taking some footage and like filming my belly. I really want to, because they're before they're born, because it's just so cool. But I don't know, every time, I mean, they are so active a lot of times, and then as soon as I try to be still and point the camera onto my belly, it's like nothing happens, or I wait and wait and wait and nothing happens. It's just kind of crazy. It's like they don't want me to prove that they're really in there. They're in there for sure. And I'm gonna show you a bump shot at the end again. I am getting more and more out of breath, of course, and the periods of time where I can actually be up on my feet are getting shorter. But that's all okay. Getting ready for things, I feel like there's still so much to do. I feel like, I mean, I have just by now, I've washed pretty much everything that needs to be washed. All the baby clothes, like all the newborn baby clothes, I've washed. Other than that, I don't know, the car seats are in the car, which I talked about last time. And yeah, I mean, like burping cloths, like all the stuff that I need to be ready are ready, you know, for right after birth. I've also started preparing some, like doing a little bit of meal prep and snack prep for, you know, I know that when I breastfeed, especially when I have two babies, my body needs great nutrition. That's what my plan is, to breastfeed both babies exclusively. And I don't see why I wouldn't be able to. I just have to make sure I nourish my body and I give myself food, good food. So I've been preparing some stuff. So I made some energy balls that I'm going to put in the freezer. I made some packets, like homemade instant oatmeal which I so love. I just love oatmeal so much, but the store-bought is full of sugar, so I don't like that. I made the packets. I also made some broth, some chicken broth. I'm gonna make some beef broth also, hopefully this week, because I'm in my 38th week now. So yeah, let me tell you about the midwife appointment. So she was here a few days ago and we checked for positions, and the babies are still both head down. It's pretty easy now to feel them, and I feel like, I mean, baby A is now right smack in the middle of my pelvis, and I feel like it's really starting to bulge out to the front to where it's actually like you could feel a little head there. And I'll show you when I show you the bump shot, it's really funny, and my daughter knows the difference too. Like, my underwear sits so differently now than it did before. It has to go even lower, and it's almost like like there's this head bulging out. Oh, and now baby B is just like bulging out again. I can feel it sometimes to where it's like the funniest thing. It's like someone wants to break out of there, but they're so not ready to break out. They're like so active. I don't have the slightest signs of labor at all. Braxton Hicks sometimes, but not more than they were maybe 4 weeks ago. So nothing has changed there. Since I don't walk around a lot, I mean, it is uncomfortable after a while to be out and about. We went grocery shopping yesterday, and I was so exhausted afterwards. We went to the grocery store, and then we also went to a drugstore because I stocked up on some things I'm gonna need postpartum. So I got some pads just for the first week or so. I'm gonna have disposable pads for me, and after that I'm gonna, as soon as it's not like extreme bleeding anymore, I'm gonna switch over to my washable pads, which I have used for years. I haven't bought any pads for, I don't know, probably 3 years or so. So I stocked up on that. Also some covers for the bed, just in case there is leakage. So yeah, got some more, a few more, like diapers, of course. Every time I run to the drugstore, I get a pack of diapers. So now I'm stocked up on diapers for, I don't know, it's not gonna last that long probably. I'm gonna have to run back all the time. For 2 babies, oh my goodness, it's gonna be a lot. But yeah, so the midwife was here. Blood pressure was high when she was here, but then I took it again a couple hours later, and it's the same effect all the time. It's like, I don't know, maybe my mind makes my blood pressure go up. I don't know. I'm very sensitive to what my mind goes through. So when she was here, it was like 145 over whatever, I don't know. But after she had left, a couple hours later, it was like at 125 over 76 or something. And it's really weird. So she said, it's okay. Probably, I've been recording it every day and I've been writing it down every day, so we're on the safe side. I think everything's okay so far. She also drew some blood because a few weeks ago, by the way, we had, I don't know if I talked about that in my last video, we actually, I wanted her to check my vitamin D levels, which were great. Like, I'm a little above 50, I think like 55 or so. That's great. And also I wanted to check my thyroid. So the TSH was just slightly elevated. All the others, I don't know what those numbers are, like the free, like T4, whatever, T3, T4, those were really good. Just the TSH was slightly elevated. It was at 3.4, I think, which isn't crazy high, but it's higher than ideal. And so we drew blood again this past week to send it in, and I haven't gotten the results yet because I wanted to check if taking more iodine helped. I remember that a couple years ago I had a little, it was at 3.4. I wasn't pregnant then, but it was at 3.4, And then after just a few weeks of taking kelp, which of course is iodine, it had gone down to 1.8 or something, just within, I think, 2 or 3 weeks. So I've increased my dose, and I read, of course, when you are pregnant with twins, you do need quite a bit more iodine. So I've increased my dosage, and I hope it has gone down, especially also for postpartum. You know, a lot of women have the tendency to develop Hashimoto's or, you know, like some thyroid issue after pregnancy because there's, you know, so much fatigue on the thyroid. And I want to try to just be proactive and try to give my body the nutrients it needs so that things like that don't happen. I'm a strong believer in that if there's a deficiency, then your body will start reacting and things won't work. And if you're not deficient, if you're getting what your body needs in order to work properly, then there really shouldn't be any major problems. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Mentally, I'm really happy because as of today, the babies are full term. They're considered full term. So any day from now on, if they are born, it's all great. And every day extra that they get to be inside of me and be healthy and everything is good with them and me is a win. So I'm not gonna complain about, you know, I huff and puff and I'm like, oh my goodness. And, you know, it's not like I'm hurting, but it's just hard. It's hard. It is hard. It's not easy. It is a huge thing. It's so different being pregnant with 2 versus 1 baby. No joke. But I'm gonna still enjoy those last few days because I'm literally in my last few days. I don't know, it could be a week, it could be 2 weeks. I don't hope it's gonna be more than 2 weeks. I am gonna go in for an ultrasound this week just to confirm one more time. By the way, the midwife also confirmed there was still enough amniotic fluid. She explained to me, it's like if you can still move the belly around, and she could feel that there's still enough amniotic fluid surrounding the babies. So everything, you know, we also listened to the heartbeats and everything was great. But I'm gonna go back to the doctor this coming week and have another ultrasound just to confirm, because, you know, we are planning a home birth. I had mentioned it before. We're not at the birthing center, but actually at home for different reasons. I might talk more about it in a later video. Also trying to take care of some paperwork. You know, there's some paperwork we can do ahead of time, and that's gonna help afterwards to where, you know, I got a few things squared away. And still reading the book, which one is it? The 4th Trimester. Yes, it's about postpartum. And yeah, no, you should really, for the first 15 days, you should really stay in the house. You know, maybe I'll go for really brief walks, depending on the weather. It is getting cold. But other than that, you should really, you know, they say 5 days, what is it? 5 days in the bed, 5 days on the bed, 5 days around the bed, or something like that. So for 15 days, you should really stay in your room and just baby and mommy and let everyone else take care of you. So now I'm going to show you my belly bump, and then we'll see how many more videos I'm going to get to make to update you. You can also follow me on Instagram. The link is below, or my handle is below. I don't post a lot on there, but I figure when the babies are here, I will probably post more pictures. And I still actually have some clothes that fit. These are all, like, pretty much all my clothes I have are from before I got pregnant. This used to be a knit dress. Now it's more like a sweater. So yeah, let me show you with the clothes. And oh, it's just getting so big now. And as far as I can tell, I don't know, I don't see any stretch marks. But I feel like down here, it's really, this part, it is starting to bulge. Let me see if I can get it any closer for you. You can see here with the light, this is where the line is, this is where the babies are, this is where my uterus ends. I think it's kind of neat how you can tell the line right here. This is where my belly would stop normally, and this is where the uterus is. But right here, this part, like I can literally feel the head right there. Right there, there's the little head, and it's the funniest thing. And I can tell you one thing, going to the bathroom and wiping is getting really, really difficult. It's just, so I think, I don't know, I can't see stretch marks. The belly button is, it looks like a huge scar or something, but my midwife was impressed that my skin still looked the way it does. And I put lotion on it maybe like once a day usually, unless it's very itchy, and it's still okay. So this is the belly. Let me see. I think it's not, it's huge, but it's, I don't know. I feel like there are some women who only have one baby who also have a huge belly. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.